Good morning, Doug Fansler, giving you an update for my Caring Bridge site. I know I haven't given an update in a while. Uh, uh, Usually I try to write when there is something that's occurring, but there hasn't been much occurring, which is good. The one thing I wanted to share with you guys is that I do have, or I do have elevated liver enzymes again, and nothing has changed. So I went from last year to, as a reminder, went from last year. I had COVID in September. My liver enzymes were low from, well, originally from taking I was originally taking a medication, a new medication for my memory. It elevated my liver enzymes. That was probably late 2020 when that started. In January, or 2021, I'm sorry. And then January of 2022, I found out that those were elevated when I had my physical. Went through a hepatologist, stopped taking that medicine, found out by just taking that medication, they went down. They were still a little bit high. Finally got them down, finally got them down to a measurable or a tolerable level. And then I had COVID in September of 2022, which naturally, according to the hepatologist, any kind of autoimmune disease would make your uh, liver enzymes be elevated because it's working to fight off whatever you got, which in my case was COVID. So I went back in December, I believe, or November. November, I went back and had liver enzymes at the hepatologist's request, and all of my readings for my liver were well within the green, the good level. So they were all uh, within the green, and well, most of them, both two of the three were well within. One was a little high, but not anywhere near the bad section that it, or bad area it should not be. So then he wanted me to do one more liver enzyme test, which I did in early January, along with my physical for this year of 2023. And my liver enzymes are elevated again. And nothing's changed at this point. So I do have another appointment with him in March, um, late March. I'm sure I don't remember the date, but before I go to that, I'll have another bit of blood work, and we'll see how those liver enzymes are doing, whether they're up or down or staying about the same. Don't know, and we'll find out about that. The one other thing I think I've reported on, but has been the case, is that ever since I had COVID, my sleeping has been more. So in a total day, sleeping 10, 11, 12 hours is pretty normal. I'll get 8 or 9, sometimes 10 at night, and then almost every day I'll have a 2 hour nap, sometimes more. Depends on the day, but it's almost always 2 hour. Very seldom is it less than an hour. Most often, or very seldom, is it less than an hour and a half. Excuse me. Um, uh, and generally, it's closer to 2 hours. And I've had a few times on occasion where I've had 3-hour naps. Just I don't necessarily feel different. It's not there's not no rhyme or reason that Dawn and I see, at least, but my sleeping has been much more pronounced from an hour per day standpoint. It has been better sleep in the sense that I don't wake up as much as not at night. I still have a lot of weird dreams that will wake me up, they wake me up, and I wake up thinking, "Gosh, I do not want to go back to sleep," and start dreaming that dream again. It's just weird, and they're all kinds of weird dreams, just making no sense at all, but in situations that are weird, not threatening or violent or anything like that. Just weird. My bowels have been pretty good, but I do have to take Miralax every day. Have had some run-ins with some problems, mainly getting constipated. My memory has been good. My long-term memory, as I've reported in the past, is generally not affected. I can remember things from 10, 15 years ago. Matter of fact, last night we went to a retirement party for a fellow co-worker from Growmark. Saw a lot of people there that I hadn't seen in a long time, and talking about old times is quite easy for me. Usually I don't struggle with that. I may struggle with a particular name of somebody, not unlike most people, but or getting out the words, although that has been better. My what I feel is a brain stutter is when I just can't think of the next word. Was worse. It's better now, and I don't know. I can't explain from taking a drug or doing any therapy or anything. I don't know. And talking to Dr. Goldman, there's not really an explanation that would improve, but it does seem to be better. So I did see her in January, Dr. Goldman, just via conference call, and I still do not have any tendencies, Parkinson's attributes or tendencies, so that's good. My walking, haven't had any falls or anything like that, so I try to get out, and walk. In the winter, it's walking. In the summer, I do ride my bike a lot, but of course the bike's up now for the winter. It's too cold to do that, and the past couple days, there haven't been too many days, but the past couple days, it's been way too cold to get out and walk, so I haven't been doing that. But in general, been having pretty good health, and not nearly as bad. Well, most of my symptoms haven't been as bad as they were in the past. One other thing I think I've reported, but I wanted on my Caring Bridge, but I wanted to let you guys know is that I am no longer using a CPAP. I did a home sleep study, which they attached a little thing to my finger, and it registered your oxygen level and your heart rate, I think both of those, for the night. And then there was a couple things that were attached to my chest, near my throat and on my chest. They were looking for occurrences of not breathing, so apnea, that's called. And I had no events that night. And my oxygen level was fine. And because of that, I couldn't be approved for a new machine, which is what I was looking to do because my one was 5 years old. But I was able to talk to the sleep doctor, and he said, if you have that level, and I would suggest just not using the CPAP. And if that works, great. If you're able to still get good sleep, if your sleep doesn't degrade, just don't use the CPAP machine. So I've done that now for probably 3 or 4 months, sometime fall of 2022, and my sleep has been not changed at all. I do now snore, but I do sleep in a separate bed. So Dawn, in case I kick or thrash my arms or anything, I don't hit her. And now that I'm snoring again, I'm sure she's happy that I'm not sleeping in the same bed or same room for that matter. So all is well there. So, well, that's about 11 minutes, so I'll just stop there. I will be posting this on my Carry Bridge where you'll be seeing it, and I'll try to keep you updated if anything changes. But again, thank you for following me, and for those of you that contacted me, thank you for that, and definitely for those of you that comment. I enjoy reading your comments and knowing that you're following along with my ride with Louie. Thank you much.